My name is Robert Height, driver of the Automobile Club of Southern California, Ford Mustang for John Force Racing. And right now I'm in a points battle for the championship. We have one race to go. And we definitely could not do this without the help of ARP and their great products.
Yeah, here we are in the ARP booth. I'm John Force, if you don't know, and I'm with my friends. And I don't like them just because they're my friends. I like them because they have the finest products in the business. And we proved it by winning 15 championships. And all of that on ARP. Please send me a bill for this interview. No, I'll send you a bill. Gee, I can't even get it right ever since the crank.
There you go.
I've been in the business 27 years. We have tried every nut and bolt, every piston combination, every cam combination out there, and we've got it now. And I'm not saying that, you know, we shouldn't try new things and try to move ahead, but, you know, we got the system worked out on the motors that, you know, not only do we have, you know, him building motors for air truck, Richard Midget, we're building monster truck motors all over the United States. There's 48 monster trucks out there that run our motors right from the grave digger shop.
Really?
Yes.
Excellent.
And we're using your fasteners on them, but you know,
the fact is, we put the best parts. We can choose anything, and it's not about free product. It's about choosing the right product, choosing a light, strong product that the crew chiefs and the crew guys rely on and expect performance levels to be as good as the performance levels that they put out. And you know, the only way to get in a car that goes 300 miles an hour is to trust the parts and pieces, the fasteners especially, hold that machine together at 300 plus miles an hour.
Everything we get from ARP is just more than adequate for what we use it for. I mean, there's nobody that has more cylinder pressure than a nitro car, and that's what we need to have top quality parts for, right? I mean, we couldn't keep the head gaskets on our car without the head studs. The flywheel bolts we use, of course, the same way. We've got a lot of people breaking bolts, having problems with stripping bolts. We just don't see that. So the products are more than adequate for what we do, no doubt about that.
I'm telling you, there's not a finer product. The threads are really, really nice, and the finish is really nice. You don't have to worry about corrosion, and you know, it's just a quality product. One of the statements that whenever we hired Nick Hayes from Formula One, he said our motors kind of looked agricultural. And that, to me, would be like a tractor. So that's one of the things that we did. We changed everything over from 6-point bolts to 12-point bolts, little bitty heads. Everybody's looking at weight, and you know, every piece that you gain, you know, makes a big difference. So with your guys' product, the bolts are lighter, and it's a quality part, and they're stronger, and we use them over and over and over, and the finish stays. I mean, it's just really, really nice.
Very good.
Well, Chris, of course, we appreciate everything ARP does for us. You work so closely with our competitors and with our engine builders, and this last year stepped up to sponsor ARP Nostalgia Pro Street with our NMCA series. Of course, there you get Chevy, Ford, and Mopar competing heads up. And on the NMRA series, you sponsored our EFI Renegade Shootout, where those are 9-second fuel-injected Mustangs, wheels up on the bumper cars. And that support has been very important to what keeps both of our series, the NMRA and the NMCA, moving along as the #1 muscle car series in the country.
We use their head studs, their main studs, and they're the only thing that we found that actually holds up to our environment. You know, 8,000 horsepower engines are very, very hard on parts, and it's trying to shove the crankshaft through the bottom, you know, out the bottom, and the main studs, everything does its job. And as a driver, you know, having the head studs stay intact and be perfect are very important, because that engine is sitting in front of me, and if the head studs lift, I've got fire, and that's not a good thing. So, you know, we would not be able to do what we do without the great products from ARP, and we're very proud to be involved with you guys, and hopefully we can continue.
Well, the pleasure of working with ARP is that they respond to our needs, and with our connecting rods over the years, we've designed the rod. Part of designing the rod is the bolt, and a lot of times we can't use a standard shelf bolt, and of course ARP is a true manufacturer. Their facility is unbelievable, and they respond to us. Their engineering folks know what we need. We give them the specs, they make the bolt, they do it in a timely fashion, and we furnish them in all of our rods. It's a standard that we use throughout all of the rods that we make.
Well, right, we've been working with ARP for quite some time now in our cylinder head program and in our bolt kits for our manifolds and stuff like that. And they give us an excellent product, and they have an excellent name, and it kind of equals ours, and we appreciate that very much, and that's what it's all about. Put something out, put products with it that really go, that are going to give the customer the good type of quality that they want.
We have a different combination. We run a mod motored 5.4 liter twin turbocharged Mustang. We run in several different series. We make anywhere from 20 to 40 pounds of boost depending upon where we're at and where we're racing. And our car's pretty interesting in that we had a very difficult combination and there weren't a lot of parts available. And when we contacted Chris at ARP, he figured out a very good combination for our head studs. Having a mod motor, all the complications that are involved, all the movement in the head, all the instability in the block. We needed a product that we could rely on, and without question, we've never had a failure. The product's been good for us. We've made the quickest and fastest NHRA race in history last year, and we're probably going to run Pro Mod next year, and it all wouldn't have been possible without the help from Chris and ARP.
Hi, I'm Harold Martin, Pro Modified race car driver, sponsored by National Guard as my primary sponsor, but I'm here today to talk about the world-class products that I believe in and we use, whether we're designing for the OEM application, the motorsports application, or our own in-house professional race application. We only come to one product, and that's the world-class product produced by ARP.
The durability of the engines alone, and what it is a good maintenance program we have, and good nuts and bolts, and that's always been, the heart and the long live behind the operation is, nuts and bolts, and I've always been a nuts and bolts man. I haven't been the guy that's been the front line talker and all that. I tell it like it is. We do it in the dirt, and we use the best of the best. I used to use junk, and Richard always kept me straight on that. He goes, well, that's going to break because it's nothing but pure junk. I was like, I don't care. Couldn't reuse my rod bolts, I know they're stretched, Richard. Let's get them on and let's go again, Well, now stepping on board with you guys, that helped us with our program. We don't have to worry about stretching bolts. We've got excellent bolts out there. We can use our head studs over and over where we didn't before. But when we do want to replace rod bolts, not taking anything out of your pocket, but we don't even think twice. We'll grab a new set, we'll stick them right in there, and we're good to go. And it's insurance for us. It's worth it. It's worth it for us to go, to go the extra foot, to go the extra mile, to put new fasteners in our motor when we tear the thing down.
Within 30 days of using our first ARP bolt, we found the critical answer. We had to supply everything that the customer needed to install the parts correctly, and that is the ARP loop. We would go to failure analysis when we would see problems, and 100% of the problems were when oil was used as the lubricant rather than the ARP loop. We've not seen any failures as long as we continue to use ARP lube.
They always have, something awesome on display. Obviously, a very cool car. Just very huge supporter of what we do. Not only myself on the 07 car, but RCR and our engine program. A lot of work goes into making sure that we have good, reliable parts that make it to the end of these 500-mile races. And
well, we've been with you guys